Ito sa Ilocos Sur is mostly landslide.
Yes.
Walang damage masyado.
Wala, sir.
Oo. Ilocos Sur.
Just clearing out.
Meron ding erosion. Pero hindi masyadong mabigat ang damage sa Cervantes. Okay. Now, I think the big ticket item is going to be the agri. So, Sekiko, maybe
Mr.
you can
President,
give us your... Yes.
just before you proceed, I just wanted to thank Sec Manny Bunuan regarding what we spoke about earlier. Actually, sir, yung mga solar lights na na-install mo sa distrito ko, nung naputol yung kuryente, habang ongoing yung relief operations, kahit madilim na, wala nang araw, ay naituloy pa rin nila dahil naka-on pa rin yung mga solar lights. So a lot of the families that were stranded were able to be rescued even in the middle of the night. So I just wanted to thank the DPWH on behalf of the First District. Maraming salamat po.
Good. All right. Iko?
Mr. President, regarding agriculture, next, please. Next slide, please. Next slide. So, this is a bit data from yesterday, so let me just update it. Affected families from 13,000 yesterday, we have counted already 15,300 families affected. No, sorry, hectareage pala. The 13,000 hectares ang tinamaan, but with chance of recovery as of yesterday, today it's 15,304. For affected farmers, 20,000 yesterday, today it's 26,461. Then yung volume loss yesterday was computed at 19,000 metric tons. Today we stand at about 21,000 metric tons already, and the value lost was from 481 million pesos yesterday. Our estimates today is 516 million pesos, of which if you can see in the left top ring, 72% of the loss or the damage would be rice. High value crops with small corn would be 7.43%. Next slide, please. So yan yung sa corn naman is 559 hectares, but total value lost estimate as of yesterday is 35, a little bit more today, but maybe
These are
almost
for
40.
regions 1 and 2.
This is only for the colored, yes, yung Ilocos and Cagayan. Based on the map, so each one would have the
Okay.
marker where the reports are coming from, sir. High value crops, wala masyado. Next, please. Then for livestock also, the computation is only about 500,000 pesos. And for irrigation, yung data ni GovMat is much higher, but our data as of yesterday is 92.6 million, and mostly in Cagayan and some Isabela and some Ilocos Norte. Next slide, please. Anyway, these are just details. Tuloy.
Ano ito?
Tuloy,
Farmers.
please.
Ito yung
Next.
kailangan natin.
Next. Yes, irrigation systems.
Oo. We have
So ito ho yung mga pictures ng mga tinamaan. Maraming nakadapa ho. But hopefully, umaraw-araw pa ng konti, baka yung iba may tumayo ulit at may konting recovery tayo, sir. Next, please. So yung flooded areas yan, total damage, sir. Next, please. Ito naman yung actions taken and interventions to affected farmers. Yes. Next slide, please. So basically, these are just what we are doing right now. Next slide, please. So a total of 164 million worth of agricultural inputs are ready for distribution for rice, corn, and vegetable seeds from the regional DA field offices. Then 25,000 loanable amount from the Survival and Recovery Sure Loan Program of the ACPC, payable in 3 years at zero interest, so ready to deploy. And yung ating PCIC crop insurance indemnification. So ongoing, sir, yung ating damage assessment, and I have instructed our PCIC to expedite, hopefully after 2 to 3 weeks, maka-issue na sila ng indemnification checks to our farmers. Then sa request kanina ni Governor na 2,000 sacks of rice, kung wala yun sa OCD, I have instructed by text just a while ago yung NFA to release to your next yung sa livestock dispersal. We have some livestock to be dispersed, but we will just need the list from the mayors and the governors kung ano yung nawala, so that hopefully we can replace them as soon as possible. Next, please. So basically yun lang, sir.
Okay. So this is the agricultural damage. Yun sa Batanes is the structures, no? That's what we will have to look after. Dito agri talaga ang naging malaking damage. Anyway, we have anong stage na ng palay in the season?
Unfortunately, it's harvesting stage
Oo
na.
nga, it's already October eh.
Yes, sir.
Magmimil na kami.
1 week na lang yata,
Magmimil na kami
harvest
next month, by January.
So yung 12,000 tons, 12,000 hectares yung na-affect din.
How much palay was destroyed? Kahit in hectareage or value?
Volume would be about 15,000 tons.
15,000 tons.
Yes, sir.
Malaki. Oh, well, we'll have to assist those farmers. Nawala yung ano nila. Nawala yung planting season nila. They lost one planting season.
Yes, sir. What's important lang now is they have to be able to replant as soon as possible. And we have the loan amounts of 25,000 per farmer na pwede mabigay from ACPC, and of course the indemnification from
Okay.
the, and of course the free seeds and the fertilizers and everything.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you, Kiko. Okay. Well, from the reports that we are being given, I think that the response is sufficient. We will continue, of course, to provide assistance as the days go on, and as long as it's still needed, both from the DSWD, but of course the crop insurance kailangan natin i-process, and then the cash assistance that's being. So I think we're all right in terms of the response for both Region 1 and 2. The conclusion that the biggest conclusion I can arrive at after the flying around is the siltation. We have to think. Every town basta't may ilog, may problema ang siltation. Ngayon ko lang nakita na ganun kababaw ang mga ilog dito. I've never seen them that shallow. Kaya talagang wala pang 1 meter na lang sa ano eh. Wala nang 1 meters doon sa dike eh.
Sa ilalim ng tulay.
At saka it's terrible. It's everywhere. And it will take us a long time to fix that problem, because there's so much of it. Anyway, maghahanap ako ng makakatulong sa atin. I will talk to some of the big companies who specialize, who are doing this. Maybe we'll have to import equipment from China, from Taiwan, wherever, para yung malalaki. We have San Miguel may bago silang machine na napakalaki eh.
That's the big one.
Baka bagay sa atin yun. Oo, baka pwedeng ilagay dito yan. And then I think your idea, government, of chopping up the areas so that everyone, we can assign already somebody for each area. So it's halos sabay-sabay. It will be almost sabay-sabay. That's the thing that we have to do now. All right. Okay. I think in terms, at least for the response, we will still have to assess, hindi pa ito final. Itong mga nakikita natin, it's not yet final. We will still have to assess further the agri Pero yung mga displaced persons dito, wala na, nagbalikan na lahat, no? Do we still have people in the evacuation center? No more. Okay. O yun, so that is, pero meron pa rin, they will still need food packs kasi nakikitira yung iba dyan. But I think most of them will probably be back already in their own homes. Yeah. Ang core problem nito is the siltation. And it's a big problem. And we'll have to do something about it. Okay. Are there any other reports anybody has that we should be hearing? Okay, thank you very much.
Sorry, if I may add very quickly lang po. There's also concern, I think, with some of the box culverts. Maybe some of the mayors can attest to this.
The box culverts?
Yeah, sa DPWH po.
Why?
It's, paminsan daw maliit, no? Ang box culvert for the drainage.
Like where? Like where?
We had multiple wherein the water's not able to pass, no? Kasi paminsan masyadong maliit po ang box culvert. And then if I may add lang very quickly also, LIA, Lawag International Airport, we also need a hangar for chopper for relief operations. So maybe General Romeo Bronner and Sec Gibo, Teodoro, baka you could help us po. We're trying to budget for this next year so we can house an actual chopper sa amin po. Because whenever we have a calamity, we have to wait for the chopper pa po from Manila.
We have
or
the EDCA site,
Yes, Mr.
in
President.
Cagayan.
Plus the tactical
Then the
operations
tactical
group
operations
1
group,
is transferring from Bagyo to Lawag.
So, because it's just a response time that we have to...
Yes, sir. And the prepositioning of air assets, we need a hangar, sir, for that.
Because we always have isolated areas po that we can't reach via land, so the chopper really helps po, that we're able to drop goods for those in
But
need.
the water has gone down sufficiently that there
Now
are
it's
no,
passable
there are
na,
no,
yeah. Everything is
so what the usual Solsona, Vintar, the
Yeah.
usual places that always get
Adams,
isolated.
Pidig.
Well, Adams because of the road.
Yeah.
Adams itself doesn't get flooded. It's just that the road gets
the road, yeah.
landslide.
But a lot of our barangays become isolated with the water. Yeah. Right.
So no more isolated barangays, okay. Even here in Lawag, di ba? Hanggang Riweng na nagsasara sa Riweng. All right, okay. So again, any other matters? If there are none, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, for your guidance. And that concludes our situation briefing. At this juncture, may we call on Ilocos Norte Governor Matthew Marcos Manotoc to receive the check worth 100 million pesos as financial assistance from the Office of the President.